Hi and welcome to Leg and Hip Mobility. While trying to learn some info snippets to the Slate Grey Nevus, and participating in the exercise is at your own risk, and Slate Grey Nevus is a medical condition. Let's start with a warm-up exercise. We're having the legs standing wide apart and we are breathing in and out, and again in and out, again in and out. One more time, in and out. Now we're closing the legs, and that was the opening exercise. Now the first exercise, we're having a standing leg, and the other leg is with a flexed foot in the air, and we're bringing the foot to the side and in front, to the side and in front. The foot is flexed and the toes are pointing more or less forward. Front and to the side, just swing it easily. A few more. And now we're going to look for Slate Grey Nevus. A Slate Grey Nevus is a spot visible at the skin. So this Slate Grey Nevus is visible as a spot at the skin. The other leg, again a good standing leg. The other leg is a flexed foot in the air and swings to the side and in front. So Slate Grey Nevus is visible at the skin as a spot. A few more. Slate Grey Nevus is a type of spot visible at the skin. The second point here. The Slate Grey Nevus is a flat spot with wavy borders and irregular shape at the skin visible. So the Slate Grey Nevus spot at the skin has wavy borders, and the shape is irregular. It's not a circle, it's irregular. And the next exercise. Now we're having again a good standing leg. The other leg is again with a flexed foot in the air. All exercises are with standing on one leg. We're bringing the foot in front and back, front and back. Slate Grey Nevus is a type of spot visible, and this type of spot visible at the skin has wavy borders and the shape is irregular. A few more. And we're going to look for the next info snippet. The color of a wavy, irregular shaped flat spot Slate Grey Nevus is blue to blue-gray. Let's first start with the exercise. Again with a flexed foot in the air and in front and back. So the color of this Slate Grey Nevus spot is blue-gray, blue to blue-gray. So Slate Grey Nevus is a spot at the skin, and it has wavy borders, it is irregular shaped, and the color is blue or blue-gray. And that was enough with that exercise. A Slate Grey Nevus spot is congenital. That means it is present at birth. The Slate Grey Nevus is congenital. It is present at the birth of a person. And the next exercise. Now we are bringing the leg up into a right angle, and a flexed foot, and we're having even aligned hips, so don't be too high on one side, even aligned. And now we're bringing the leg to the outside, and we are breathing in. And out again, and we're bringing the leg back into the middle, and contract down. And we're going to do it another time. We're bringing the leg up, a right angle, flexed foot, even aligned hips. We're bringing it to the outside, we're breathing in. And out again, and contract down. Now on the other side. The leg comes up, right angle, flexed foot, even aligned hips. Bringing the leg to the outside, we're breathing in. And out again, back into the middle, and contract down. And another time, up with the leg, to the side, we are breathing in. Out, back into the middle, and down. Slate Grey Nevus is a type of spot visible at the skin. It is irregular shaped and has wavy borders. The color is blue, blue-gray, and it is present at birth. It is congenital. So it doesn't appear over lifetime or something. It is present at the birth of the infant. The blue-gray, wavy, irregular shaped flat spot, Slate Grey Nevus, disappears most times within a few years. So it's also flat. And within a few years it goes away by itself. And the next exercise, we're bringing again the leg up into a right angle with a flexed foot. And even aligned hips. Now also important to have a straight back and being tall up. And we're pressing with the hand against the inside of the knee. So right angle with the leg, flexed foot, even aligned hips, tall up and pressing against the knee. And keep pressing, tall up, even aligned hips. And keep pressing. And we're changing to the other side. The leg comes up. The right angle, flexed foot, even aligned hips, tall up, and we are pressing. So Slate Grey Nevus is a spot visible at the skin, which is blue-gray and has wavy borders and is a regular shape and is flat, and is present at birth. It is congenital. And we're done with the exercise, and it disappears within a few years by itself. Melanocytes are melanin-containing cells. So there are cells, different types of cells, and there are melanocyte cells. Melanocytes, and these melanocytes have in them melanin. Melanin is inside of melanocyte cells. Next exercise, the last one with a setup, we're bringing the leg up into a right angle with a flexed foot, even aligned hips, and tall with the back. And now the knee presses into the hand on top and into the hand on the side. Top to the side, be torn up, even aligned hips, and press with the knee to the top and to the side, to the top and to the side. Be torn up, even aligned hips, and up and to the side, up and to the side, up and to the side. And a few more, and up and to the side, up and to the side. And we're changing to the other leg. Again, good standing leg, the other leg up, right angle, flexed foot, even aligned hips, tall up, and the knee presses up and to the side, up and to the side. Be tall up and to the side and up, to the side and up. The knee presses up to the side. Slide and up, a few more, tall up. And we are done. So melanocytes are a type of cell which contain melanin. The skin has multiple layers. So the skin is not just one layer, but there are multiple types of layers. Usually the melanin-containing melanocytes are in the high, at the surface-lying epidermis layer of the skin. But by Slate Grey Nevus, the melanin-containing melanocytes are located in a lower-lying layer, the dermis. First, the next exercise. We're having one standing leg and the toes are pointing to the outside. And the other leg is with the heel on the ground, and we're lifting that heel off the ground, placing it again on the ground. And do this exercise at your own pace, not too much, don't overwork yourself. So the skin has multiple layers. And these three main layers are epidermis at the top, dermis, and hypodermis. Epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. And usually these melanin-containing melanocytes are in the epidermis on top. But by this Slate Grey Nevus, where the melanin-containing melanocyte cells are not at the surface in the epidermis, but they are in the dermis. And we're changing the leg's position. So toes are pointing to the outside and the other leg is with heel on the ground, and we're lifting that heel off the ground and placing it again on the ground. So the skin has three main layers: epidermis, the dermis, and hypodermis. And normally the melanocytes with melanin are in the epidermis at the top, but by this Slate Grey Nevus they are not in the epidermis at the top, but in the dermis. And one more, another one more, and we're done. Usually the melanin-containing melanocytes are at the top of the skin in the epidermis, by Slate Grey Nevus they are lower in the dermis. If one is not familiar with blue-grey Slate Grey Nevus spots, they might mistake them for bruises and are getting concerned about physical abuse of a young child. So they look a bit like bruises. And the bruises can result through physical abuse of a young child. And so they can be mistaken for it. But in this case they are just Slate Grey Nevus, and they are just melanocyte cells containing melanin in the dermis instead of the epidermis. And they are going away by itself within a few years. Now the last exercise, we're having a standing leg and the other leg is with the flexed foot in the air. And bringing the flexed foot back and the upper part of the body goes also down. And the standing leg is torn up so that we are bringing the pressure precisely onto the biceps femoris of the hamstrings to train the hamstrings. Better not to tear. We're going to do it a few times more. And one more. Now we are switching. So again, a good standing leg, and the other leg with a flexed foot in the air. And we're bringing the leg back, and the upper part of the body goes down. But all in a straight line. And the standing leg is torn up. So we are bringing the pressure right onto the biceps femoris of the hamstrings. And a few more. And one last one. And with all the exercise, we're just going to do now the closing exercise, which is the same we did as the opening exercise. So we're breathing in. And out again. In. And out. Again in. And out. And out in. And we're closing the legs. And this was the leg and hand mobility. So, Slate Grey Nevus. Slate Grey Nevus are spots called, which are visible at the skin. And they are bluish grey. And they have wavy borders and are irregular shaped. They are present at birth, they are congenital, but they disappear by themselves within a few years. They are because the melanin containing melanocytes are not in the epidermis at the top of the skin, but in the lower layer of the skin, the dermis. And they are sometimes mistaken for bruises. That's all. I thank you very much, and until next time.